Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We have a video from Destro Reborn. I really like his channel. I'm gonna leave the link to the video down below. Before we even get started, do me a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, because it costs you nothing. It took me time to make this video. The least you could do is just hit that like button and also send me a hype. You get a couple a week. It'll just help grow the channel and I will greatly appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
I have a question for everyone that lives in New York, specifically the guys that live in New York.
Round one.
Why do you not go up to girls?
There has definitely been a decrease in how often men approach women when out in public, and I want to give you my take on this.
Guys, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What would you need to feel safe to approach a woman?
It's too late.
What lengths would you go to find your husband? Today we finna find out how far I'm willing to go. Cause here I am at none other than the home improvement store. With nothing on my stomach but an iced coffee and a Lexapro. Let's wander around and see if my man is here.
I don't even know what Lexapro is.
Yeah, I know. It was hard. We get in there, we walk in, I'm like, okay. A lot of women. A lot of single women. Men aren't lonely enough. Because aren't you at singles night?
It's not lonely. That's
right.
why.
You're not swiping. So you're not going to go to singles night? It's not adding up. It's not adding up.
You're a single man in the gym and you have a gym crush. This is your sign to go talk to them.
Okay, we need to bring back hitting on women in the gym because I genuinely miss it. I don't know what you guys are so scared of.
Meanwhile,
This one's for the boys. If you forgot why we don't do this, here's a reminder. You gotta stay focused.
excuse me? Do you come here often or?
Oh, wow.
Come here at a gym. Come here often.
Anyways.
Yo, girls are just straight mean, man, for like no reason. And he wasn't even talking to old girl with the black hair, but she just had to butt in. There has to be a study that shows the real reason why so many ladies just cannot mind their own damn business. What do you get out of embarrassing it? Even if you thought that line was stupid, what do you get for embarrassing that man like that? It's already difficult for a man to approach a woman. And women know it too, because y'all don't approach ever because you get too nerve-wracking. And then you say you want men to approach, and then when we do, this is how you treat them. Like a lot of y'all are just assholes, man, for no reason.
Raccoons are evolving to become house pets. Why? Because the quote streets, aka city living, is triggering something called rapid evolution.
I don't know where this is going.
I wonder if you know where I'm going with this.
I don't.
Basically, every time we design better trash cans or make it harder for raccoons to sneak into our attics, we are applying what scientists call selective pressure. So because of less free food and less humans to take advantage of, these rodents are starting to change. They're starting to look less masculine, cuter, shorter snouts, smaller bodies, and even softer features. Instead of that aggressive, raid the trash can attitude, they've become more friendly, more...
I'm not even gonna hold you, man. I sort of like the way raccoons look. I always thought they were like cute and cuddly. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, as a man saying that, I know it sounds weird, but I always thought raccoons were kind of cute.
Approachable to men. Mankind. In parks, they don't even steal like before. They ask. Now, who does that remind you of? Yes, the modern, strong, independent, I don't need no man, woman. Now hear me out. I know it sounds far-fetched, but how else do you explain hardened women of the streets suddenly offering themselves up to be domesticated housewives? How else do you explain the sudden shift into quote feminine energy, ready to settle down, and the infamous soft girl era? I mean, it's no different than raccoons physically changing, getting cuter, softer, more agreeable, so they can survive closer to men. Humans.
They got young and
yes,
too.
Even the quote trash can pandas want out of the streets of future. And just like the raccoon, they want a man to help raise their litter. Yes, feed their 3 to 5 kits, aka baby raccoons. They want to be allowed back into your house, into your kitchen. You can no longer deny it, because every day you see more and more proof. Because the older, seasoned, post-war trash can pandas can't compete with the younger, cuter ones who are struggling to live off of $40 donations. So what happens? Desperation, and desperation leads to evolution. Now she's outside your window with a boombox, ready to quote say anything, begging you to come outside.
And these women are becoming like more and more desperate. Like the insults are starting to fade. I mean, always with a group of select women, they're always going to throw insults. But for a lot of women, they're like, maybe we need to change up our tactics because this isn't working. What we thought was going to happen is not happening. It's not happening. These men are not chasing us. They don't care that we're calling them insecure. They just don't care. Y'all have run out of options. Now you have to do what the men are asking you to do.
I wonder who caught that say anything line, by the way.
So I see these videos of these like adorable men who don't get FOMO, who don't drink, who like pretty much stay home, don't do drugs. And they're all like, I'm happy to do this. I'm happy to just be alone. And I'm like, can you go out though?
Can you go out though? One thing a modern woman cannot stand, a man who doesn't need them to be happy. So ask yourself, why does every dating coach selling you a $49 PDF book tell you to do exactly the same thing? You know, pull back attention, stay nonchalant, control your frame. Well, because it works. But more importantly, why does it work? It works because regardless of what women say aloud, their whole lives revolve around your attention. So when a no FOMO man doesn't feel like he's missing out,
who don't get FOMO, who don't drink, who like pretty much stay home.
And here we encounter a creature most unusual in today's social climate, the no FOMO man. While others scramble, chasing lights, noise, and fleeting validation, he does not move. He does not answer the call of crowded rooms, nor the silent death.
The reason why this is so shocking to so many women is because they have FOMO. Men really don't have that. Like, we don't care if we miss out on something. You know, growing up, there were times we just didn't have the money. Nobody's going to pay our way. So we just over time evolved into not really caring if we go somewhere or not. Ladies, matter of fact, ladies have this thing where they have to go. They have to be at the it spot. They have to be around the celebrity. They have to be on the boat. Men, we're not like that. And I've seen so many ladies leave their friends because their friends could not get into a club or an event, but they could get into it. So they will just completely dismiss their friends, even though they came together. Men don't do that. If you're not letting me and my boys in, then we're not coming, for number one. And number two, this party sucks because we're not in there. That's how men see it. We'll start our own party. Not ladies.
Desperation behind curated smiles and filtered attention. You see where most feel the itch, the need to be seen, desired, included. He feels nothing. No pull, no panic, no urgency. The mating dances, the social rituals, the endless pursuit of approval, to him, are simply background noise, because this one has broken from the herd. In isolation, he sharpens. In silence, he builds. And in the absence of attention, he becomes dangerous. Others fear missing out. He understands there was never anything worth chasing to begin with.
So when a no FOMO man doesn't feel like he's missing out, when he's not chasing clubs, not impressed by a room full of high body count, single mother, attention-seeking women, that's disruptive. Well then, you're dealing with a different type of man, a dangerous one, a man who doesn't need validation, a man who moves on his own timing, a man that actually enjoys his own presence. Yes, a man that might step out on a date occasionally to calm his sadistic sexual urges. And that, my friends, is a hard man to offer low-value box to.
Listen, but a man like that, a lot of women will want a man who's independent, who's disciplined, who has ambition, who has all of these things going for themselves, right? But then they don't realize that man is going to want something for all of that work that he's done. What are you going to bring that man besides some used boxes you've given to 10, 15, 20 other guys? You really don't have anything to give to him. So all of these women saying, I deserve a good man, I deserve this. Says who? You get what you deserve. Which is why there are so many single ladies out here.
Can you go out though? Because then if you go out, then I can meet you, you know? And I don't go out. So I can't meet you. We can't meet each other.
We can't meet each other.
Are are the men in their 40s or higher, like 50, 60? Where are you guys? It is impossible to find you in the world. But if you're seeing this, which I hope that you are, please say hey or let me know where you're from, because I'm convinced y'all are gone. Y'all have left this app.
They don't want you.
Just so you know, men in their 50s with no kids that were never married are not a red flag. For me, they're a green flag, and they're a lot of them. And many of them, all the ones that I've met, want their person now because they didn't find their person when they were in their working era or when everyone else was finding their person, and they didn't want to just latch onto someone just to do what everyone else was doing because the pressure, and then have a divorce and have kids as a result of the divorce. So I am loving people with no kids, loving people with no freaking crazy exes. I don't know why everybody markets that they're red flags. They're fucking green flags as they come.
Yes, with 2 divorces under her belt. And now look at her. She's no longer behind the cold wall of no return, but she's stuck in the frozen tundra. Now she's ready to settle for a man 50 plus to complete her raccoon metamorphosis. But we all know a 50-plus-year-old man with Bethany Frankel money doesn't want a woman whose face is cracking like porcelain. But hey, the desperation continues. And the biggest fear for these post-war raccoon women is a man that has found peace abroad or peace without them.
My brother found a $500 flight to Thailand and never came back to America. Today, we're visiting his apartment to see how he's living out here. We're here. Ooh, this is nice.
He's probably living like a king out there in Thailand.
To go up. He randomly cut his hair. Oh my gosh. How much do you pay in rent?
Just under $700.
Let's see.
Welcome. Ignore that. But real simple, real chill. Obviously got the kitchen here. Got a simple bathroom here. And yeah, it's very much bachelor vibe. It came fully furnished. Then no, very simple.
For under $700.
I love that. Amenities time.
Oh my gosh. I'm about to catch me a flight out there.
2-floor gym, outdoor shower, work lounge. This is crazy. Headed to dinner. And how'd that happen?
No, I just...
You carried...
carried.
Hot pot. Hot pot.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to tell y'all, ain't no freedom like a man living by himself.
That's the best.
You know what I'm saying? It's just freedom. See how I got my hat and shit? If you had a woman, she'll be complaining about that. Why you got that on the bed? Why you got the door open? Why you got the light on? All that old shit. You ain't got to hear none of that shit when you living by your motherfucking self. Ain't nothing like living by yourself, man. Get your own shit, man. Don't stay with these women.
That's like one of the biggest, this video is almost done. That's one of the biggest takeaways, man. If I wish I knew, if I wish I found the red pill when I was like in my 20s. I wish I found it in my 20s, man. I waited a little bit. You know, it started really gaining traction when I was about 30 something, maybe like mid 30s. That's when I really like fell into it. But this is the truth. Men, get your money up, hit the gym, get a good solid group of friends, and the world is your oyster. I go out now and I feel like I'm just the king of the world, man. All my bills paid, every single month, money going into the check-ins, money's going into the savings. I'm investing now. If I would have known this a while ago, who knows where I would have been? Who knows? I probably have 1 million subscribers on this YouTube channel if I would have started back in my 20s. But listen, ladies don't understand that being quiet and just being cooperative will go a long way. But they want control. They want things how they want it. And if it's not done how they think it should be done, then they automatically just assume that it's wrong. This man, we just saw 2 guys' apartments, right? One was sort of smaller, and then the other one has all this stuff in it, and both of those guys are happy. It doesn't take much to make a man happy. He got stuffed animals and stuff. He living good.
Get your own shit. It's freedom. It's peace. You ain't gotta hear nobody talking.
Meanwhile,
hey, you don't get it.
Stop. Just stop. All you have to do is stop, bro. All you have to do is stop.
Who wants to live with that?
All you have to do is stop. All you have to do is stop. Look at you. Look at you. All you have to do is stop. Literally, just stop. Just stop. Look at you.
If the shoe was on the other foot,
all you have to do is stop.
He would have been arrested. They would have tased him. But guys, that's it for today's video. Hit that like button again. Hit that subscribe. Hit that hype button. Let's help grow this channel. This was a great video from Destro Reborn. Again, I'm going to put that link down there in the description. But that's it. If you want another good one, click this one on your top left, or a great one, you're going to click this one on your top right. I'll be in both of them, obviously. And I'll see you tomorrow.